Alright, so what's up, y'all? It's been about a week, and I'm excited to get back in the lab. So, today we'll be talking about something that I feel like a lot of people have questions about. I ain't saying you're going to get all the answers, but it's going to be something that especially reselling,
right? We
see a lot of. And that's sneaker prices, what impacts and what changes and stuff like that. But right now we got the playoffs going on. Hey, what you think about the playoffs so far, man?
Man, I was excited for Phoenix to go ahead and go to the championship, the finals, but D-Book's out right now. They fumbled the bag last year. They really should have won,
yeah.
But they fumbled the bag. I think they had a really good shot this year. Everyone was playing really well, and then he goes and gets hurt. So,
well, we'll see what happens. I know. A lot of teams looking good, but y'all know we got to roll the intro, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about these sneaker prices. Because, man, hey, y'all tripping out there. Let's go. If they ready, we'll let you know if you should go and get them. We got fat, we got two, never slack on the fruit. For OGs and the youth, you can kick it with us too. Kicknology. So, sneaker prices, man. So, the thing is, there's a lot of different platforms right now for you to sell sneakers.
Right.
So, you think about StockX, you think about GOAT. But if you want to bypass that middleman, because that's basically what you do, because you have your fees and stuff like that, and make the most bang for your buck. So today on this podcast, we kind of want to talk about how you can make the most bang for your buck, and when you should hold and when you should sell. You know what I'm saying? Jaquil is into the resale thing, so make sure y'all tap into him. Deepsoles down in my description section, IG and YouTube. But I will tell you guys this. And y'all hear me clearly. Y'all be tripping whenever y'all trying to buy some sneakers from somebody locally. So, I do a lot of stuff on OfferUp. You know, I know Jaquil doesn't, but I do a lot of sneaker selling on OfferUp. And yo, like, I had this dude hit me up on OfferUp the other day. And it was for the Panda Dunk Lows. And one of my pet peeves is that when y'all tell me on StockX it's $220. Y'all not including fees, shipping or nothing like that. So y'all like $220. And I'm like, yeah, but bro, you paying $250, $260 after plus, fees and stuff. So I'm like, all right, meet me halfway. $255. Good luck, my brother. Man, what? Nah. So why does StockX and GOAT dictate how much a shoe should be sold for? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I think with me being a reseller, I think that a lot of people are going based on the payout price, which a lot of people do. So, like, even I do it sometimes too. When somebody comes to me with a price, I say, well, hey, I can't buy it for that, because at the end of the day, like, I look at sneakers as an investment, you know? So I'm going to buy the sneaker and then I'm going to resell it for an upcharge. Like,
so you use StockX and GOAT to determine if a shoe is profitable.
Right.
I get that.
And determine what I'm going to pay for that shoe, so I know I can make profit. So, like, when I look at me in particular, I need like a certain return on investment for me to even like consider purchasing the shoe from somebody or anybody. Yeah. Depending on what the shoe is. So. But
why? But my question is why is that people are willing to pay an extra $30, $35 for StockX? Let's say a shoe is $220 on StockX.
Right.
And after fees and everything, that shoe is $250. I'm telling you, I sell it to you for $240.
Right.
They tell me, nah, I'm good.
Well,
because they want, but then they'll go pay $250, $255 from StockX and have to wait for the sneaker. It's just like what the, like, that don't make no sense.
I think the rationale behind it is like more so like, who are you?
Yeah.
And like everyone already knows who StockX is, even if they don't know the person behind it. They know the entity itself, so they know StockX, they know GOAT, they know eBay, OfferUp. Well, not even OfferUp, because you still got to meet up locally, but they know all these different platforms that you can buy shoes from. And they're like, well, I don't know this guy. I wonder if he's selling me fakes. And there's a lot of reps out there too. Yeah. So I know we touched on that a little bit last podcast.
Man, but a lot of some shoes make it through StockX and GOAT. There's reps.
Yeah.
And eBay also.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's so hard nowadays to even like tell what's real from what's fake. You got to really be on top of it.
Yeah, and then thinking about it from a business aspect, bro. Like, like nowadays, the caliber of people that we are hiring, you got to think about it. StockX and GOAT is going through the same thing. So it's no telling who's authenticating those shoes.
Right.
That could be a Billy Bob, 16-year-old kid, first time job from up the street, and they just need a shift covered. He just authenticating everything. Hey, you ain't got it. Jumpman upside down doing the splits, got it. You passed. You know what I'm saying? Like he could just be authenticating everything. So it's just like it's the toss of the coin. I remember back in the day when Craigslist.
Okay.
Craigslist was big. Did you ever buy shoes from Craigslist?
Never bought shoes off Craigslist. I used OfferUp more so back in the day than I do now, actually.
So Craigslist was big back in the day. Like, we didn't have StockX and GOAT, so I had to basically know a person to buy a shoe. Or, shoes was more readily available at the store also. But negotiation process was a lot easier then than it is now because everybody's so quick to say, because the last sale.
Right.
The last sale is not the determining factor of what the shoe is worth. So you see somebody that's crazy enough to pay, let's say the shoe should be going for like $200.
Right.
The last sale says $550. People will post that shoe for sale at $550 because that was the last sale.
Right.
But that's not even the average sale. That's just what they are posted for. And then like people will hold on to that sneaker until they get $550. And I'm just like, dude, this is literally dictating the price of the sneaker, which is the reason why Jordan 1s, people are saying, I'm not going to pay $200 for Jordan 1. I'm literally hearing people say, if I see a Jordan 1 go for $200, I'm going to stop buying them. You paying resale for them at that anyway.
Right,
so all these people are saying that when they don't hit on a Jordan 1, they're paying $200 for it anyway. What's the deal if you pay retail $200? You paying retail $200 for every other Jordan.
Right.
Like, why is it Jordan? I don't know. For Jordan 1s to be one of the most hyped and profitable shoes, but it should be the lowest cost of retail. I don't understand that.
Well, what I think it is like you said, the prices are dictating what the shoe is actually being sold for, and what people are actually willing to pay for that particular shoe. Yeah. So it's like even if you go across, like you come across like a shoe that has like that one fluctuating price for like. Example like $350 for a Jordan 1 Pollen, and Pollens aren't really going for anything right now, which I think it's a good shoe and it should be going for more, but it's not. Just like the Jordan Marina, the dark Marina blues. I think those are good quality shoes, but
they are literally below retail retail because people are trying to get rid of them.
Right. So it's like I think those shoes, in my opinion, are worth the holes and worth the investments because if you can get them for cheap now. Just imagine what they're going to be in the future. Like with a lot of these shoes that we have here, it's like they weren't going for that much until after that Jordan 1 or that Jordan documentary, and then they shot up. Yeah. So it's like some shoes like that I feel like are going to go up. Even another example, a prime example actually, the Jordan Shadow 2.0s. Yeah, those were not moving for a large amount at one point. Now
people hated them. They said they didn't like the shiny crap on it.
Right, and now they're going for $300 plus. So it's like shoes like that. You got to kind of like just gotta kind of watch the market, and like those colorways too just do well over time. Just like trending, like if you just kind of pay attention to it.
So StockX GOAT is dictating a lot of stuff. So you guys, as you guys are listening, one of the things you need to take away from this is that sneakers will continue to rise. Yeah. As long as you guys are willing to say, you know what, if I miss out on the foam runners that dropped today, the sulfur ones, or the stone wash, or whatever it was. Stone sages. If I'm willing to pay $200 after, eventually that shoe won't be $90. Like they're gonna increase in price. They probably start retroing some of these colorways again, and it's the evolution of business. It's gonna happen like that. But if I'm getting into the resale game, what do you use to determine hold or sell right away? Like what do you determine? And also twofold question: what do you use to determine that? And what are the shoes that you have held, that you've sold, that you wish you had held?
Oh man,
that's doing good numbers now. So first, what do you use to determine hold or sell?
I just look at like me personally. I look at the trends and I look at what's moving in the market right now. So
StockX and GOAT.
Right.
You look on that.
So I either look at that or I'll look at other resellers and see what they're buying up a large quantity of. So it's like shoes like, for example, the Jordan 1 Starfish Lows. At one point, those weren't going for a lot. And a lot of people were buying them up. And I was like, why are they buying them up? So then I bought a few pairs, and then eventually, like, you saw that they went from like 200 or like not even 200, from like
180.
Yeah, 180, 190 to like $300. So it was like, all right, that's a good buy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you buy like aftermarket, you buy it for 180, you hold it for a little bit, and then you sell it for 300. That's a good profit margin. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like almost close to 100% return on investment. I look at stuff like that, and I see what a lot of people are like kind of like going for. And I look at quality of shoes. So it's like the quality of the shoe, in my mind, determines whether or not this would be a good hold for me in the future. So like
that makes sense. So if the leather quality is good, if the overall aesthetic of the shoe is good, and it's a silhouette that people are feeling over time. So because I remember I bought the Jordan 4s, the white cements. And you kept telling me.
Oh my goodness, that's the one I wish I would have held.
You said hold, Jeremy. I sold them things stacked, and I'm looking at them now. That's a $300, $350. That's almost a $400 sneaker.
No,
it's not.
I think it's like $4 something. Like
it's $4 something. So crazy. I mean, but right now all 4s are pretty much going for a pretty decent amount. Right. So, all right. So the white cement 4s is one shoe that you regret selling ASAP. What is your biggest regret selling ASAP? What do you wish you would have held?
Those Ame de Lior. I can't even say the name, man.
Was it
the New Balances, the lows?
Oh, okay.
So I got the highs recently. I just got the highs recently. You can check that out on my my YouTube.
Hey, y'all go tap into the YouTube.
Deepsoles. But yeah, I sold those kind of quick, and I wish I would have held them because I had bought a pair in 2019, I believe, and that pair I bought for just above like retail, right? Yeah. I bought it for like 180 maybe on like GOAT or something like that. Somebody was like trying to get rid of it. They weren't like really moving at that point in time, and that's before the 450 or the 550 hype that New Balance had. Yeah. So I bought them, I held them for a little bit, and then I put them on consignment for like $350, and they sold. I was like, wait, what? Flash, like, you know what I'm saying? A few weeks later, I go on GOAT. They're like skyrocketing. I'm like, man, what the heck? I ended up getting the lows, the 3-pack, the forest green, silver, and midnight. Sold them too quick. Sold them for like maybe like $230 a pop. Now they're sitting at like $330. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just stuff like that. It's like, you know, I missed out on maybe like $100 or something like that. I could have made more money. But another thing too, then you're reselling. It's like you're not. Unless you have like untapped capital or unlimited capital, sometimes you have to move shoes quick so you can buy other shoes so you can make more money.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that a lot of times people go into the resale thing when you talk about sneaker prices and stuff like that. Like you have to, in order for this to work for you and other resellers, you have to be able to have some type of funds and some type of cushion to where if you buy 3 pairs of shoes because you think they're going to be profitable, and then the day of, they're ducks, they're bricks, nobody's buying them, that you can say, you know what, I can sit on these shoes. Because if you have the type of Instagram business that a lot of people have, where they post a lot of shoes and they have to move them quick because they need their money back to buy other shoes,
right.
You're going to always have that cycle unless you can hit on exclusive stuff, Travis Scott's and stuff like that.
Right.
But if you're hitting on average dunks and stuff all the time, and you're just like, oh, I need to hurry up and sell this, but I can't sit on something if it's not actually selling, it's going to be tough for you to make a business out of this. That's the thing. It's going to be tough to make a business. Now, can you make some pocket change, what they call lunch money? And for some people, lunch money is good money for them. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if it's a hobby.
Yeah, if it's a hobby, you got your own job and it's like, this is just extra stuff, I get that. But if you're trying to quit your 9 to 5 and make this your 9 to 5,
right,
you have to figure out a way to have some type of residual income that you can put into buying shoes and have an inventory sitting where you can pull back and say, listen, I have this shoe, now it's making money.
Right.
You know, so I mean, it is what it is, but do you think 2 years from now, fast forward, let's say 25. How much do you think a Jordan 1 is going to be? Retail. 2025.
Retail?
Retail.
It's going up to $200.
$200. How much do you think the average Jordan would be? Like all your 6s, your 2s, your 5s, and all this stuff.
You can see it right now. They're like approaching like 200, 220.
220.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that 2025 average Jordans are gonna be $225. Your premium stuff will be $230, $240.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan ones will be $200. You guys will be buying them.
Yeah.
For everybody saying that you won't, you will be buying them because you're buying them now for StockX and GOAT. But Nike, Adidas, New Balances, they're all looking at the trend like, why would we continue to allow StockX and GOAT and resellers make extra money when we can just put it out there? You're gonna buy it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make it. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, it wasn't like that back in the day. Well, maybe it was, but we didn't have StockX and GOAT to track it. So they can see that, oh man, people are literally willing to bid $1,000 on a shoe that was $170.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just wrap your mind around that. A whole rack on a shoe that sold for, that retail for $170.
Yeah.
Which is why, right now, my grail is the Travis Scott One Low Mochas. That shoe, people want 2 bands, a kidney, and a lung for it. Bro. Like, I will not pay that much for that shoe.
Yeah.
Like, retail was what, 140, 160? Something like that?
Yeah.
And, of course, I didn't hit on it, but I had the opportunity to buy the high and the low for $600 each, and I passed. But that's what they was going for 3 or 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, now it's 2 bands for each, $2,300 depending on who have it. And I'm not paying that, but it just goes to show you people are paying it, so ain't nobody gonna drop the price down on it.
And I think like that goes back to like recognizing the trend, bro. So it's like if you had bought those shoes for $600 each, that's a win.
That's a win.
That's a win.
Sold it. Even though it's my girl, them shoes would have been bye. I could have bought me a car.
Yeah.
You know,
with both those shoes,
that's 4 Gs.
Yeah,
hey, I could find me a pretty reliable vehicle for 4 Gs. I could find me a pretty reliable vehicle for $1,200.
Yeah.
I might have to push start it a little bit, but I can find me one. You know, it's just like, but you said one thing that I kind of want to drive to everybody, and I have a bunch of shoes here. You said that this is an investment.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to some people at my job, and they was like, "Oh man, you should invest it. You should invest it. Cryptocurrency." I'm like, I got heck of crypto at my house. They was like, "What?" I'm like, "My shoes are stock."
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. I'm like, bro, check it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, check it. Shoes are a great stock to invest in. It's not going anywhere right now.
Right.
When you see New Balances having collaborations and the shoes are selling like that, we're just getting started, bro.
Yeah.
So if you have a collection and you're not attached to it, and you need to make some money, and you want to have some extra money, down payment on the house, which is what I'm doing, a car or whatever, student loans, or even paying for school.
Absolutely.
If you have a collection,
absolutely,
remember you got a collection,
right?
So you can sell it and get another collection.
These are these are assets at the end of the day, and like you said, like you don't get attached to them because I feel like people get like they kind of like bogged down with like, oh, I have to have this, I have to have that, and then
it be general releases, too.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like I have to have this, I have this. You know, you can get rid of them, make your money, and then you know what I'm saying. You can always find that shoe. And like one thing that I've learned doing this, like reselling over the like last 2 years, is that even if you miss out on a shoe, it'll always come back to you.
Yep.
In some form or like fashion, like you'll come across it for a good deal that you couldn't get it at the point in time when it released. It was too hype, too much money, and then maybe you're like, maybe I can wait. If you wait it out, you'll find it. Yep. Like trust me, you'll find it because that's happened to me a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, hey. At the end of the day, sneaker prices gonna go up. Y'all gonna keep buying them. I'm gonna keep buying them because that's what we do.
Yeah.
And we will adjust. Gas prices can go up. Milk prices can go up.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just one of those things. We will find a way to buy the sneakers because it's just the type of world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? But hey, do yourself a favor. Do me a favor. Do not put you or your family in a financial bind trying to get these shoes. Like he said, you can always go back and get a sneaker,
right?
Like, period. Especially a general release. Now, some of these shoes, Off-Whites, Travis Scott's, stuff like that, hey, good luck. They're going to always be hard shoes to get.
Mm-hmm.
But, again, some people get attached to general releases. And the thing is this. I try not to get attached to shoes that if I walk out of my house, everybody in the neighborhood got them. I would not wear that shoe for a long time, put it on ice, and then wait till everybody busted theirs out, and then I'll wear mine. Yeah. Or I don't mind sitting on it and selling it later, and then if I have to go back and get it. Like right now, I was looking today, the Bordeaux 7s, 2015. I had a pair. I sold my pair. I really want that sneaker back. I sold it because everybody had it.
Right.
No matter where I looked around, everybody had the Bordeaux 7s. And I was like, I'm selling these things. So I sold, I think I sold them for like $260, which is a good price for it back then. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, maybe I'll get it again. But it'll retro again, so I'm not worried about it. That's another thing. They will retro these shoes again. Yeah. Now, will they retro them in their true form? It really doesn't matter. Nowadays, the gray might be a little bit lighter. The leather might not be as great as quality. Either way it go, it's the shoe. You feel what I'm saying? So, but, hey, if you're thinking about reselling, y'all can always DM my guy. He always try to give you some advice, some tips, some pointers. Don't ask me, because hey, I'm one of those attached people. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting semi-unattached. You know what I'm saying? Over the past couple of years, I go through my spills where I buy and then sell, and then buy and then sell. So, but anything you got for them before we close this one up?
Hey man, just tap into the podcast. You know we dropping content regularly. I'm wearing my dog's shirt.
Yeah, hey man, y'all tapping into the Light Up for AIDS campaign. Is almost Autism Awareness Month is almost over with. My son has autism, and we do shirts. He's rocking it. I appreciate the support. The link will be down in my description section. You can still buy it, and you can still wear the shirt anytime. You don't have to wear it just for Autism Awareness Month, because we want to bring awareness at all times. With all that being said, we're gonna tap out of this podcast. Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to his channel. Follow the podcast link on Spotify and all the other links that's down below. We appreciate y'all tapping into the content. I appreciate you. Deepsoles, Kicknology. Hey, follow us, subscribe to us. We love you guys. We're going to catch y'all in the next video.
Peace.
I'm off the beat, but right now I'm on the beat, known to be brother more, spitting for the king. You can kick it with my team and kick it with the king. Kicknology.